Hello everyone, I'm back with a new video. Reportedly, Illinois will have a new intake center for migrants. This intake center will be co-located with Chicago's bus landing zone. There will be heated tents at this intake center. Illinois is preparing to welcome more undocumented immigrants. It was back in November that Governor Pritzker announced the plan for a new migrant intake shelter. Remember, the state also announced that there will be $160 million in new funding to deal with the migrant crisis. So, what is this new migrant intake center? This center will be a spot where migrants can show up and look for services. As the name says, it's an intake center. Connect that with the word influx. Intake, influx, influx, intake. Because we have an open southern border, foreign nationals are coming into our country. We are seeing an influx of migrants. And so Sanctuary City, Chicago is now going to have a new intake center so that they can take in more migrants. So I think Chicago politicians should stop blaming Governor Greg Abbott. The liberal politicians of Chicago should stop blaming Governor Abbott of Texas. The reason why Texas is sending migrants to Chicago is because Chicago politicians want the migrants. And that's why they are making this new intake center so that they can take in more migrants. So that's it. Texas will continue to send more migrants to Chicago. That is my guess. That is what I think will happen going forward, as it has been happening for a while now. There will be more migrants coming from Texas to Illinois, to Chicago. And don't forget, let me repeat, that sum of $160 million that the state of Illinois announced, these are funds that will go towards the migrants. So what else is going on in Chicago? Work is continuing to turn a former pharmacy into a migrant shelter. This is happening in Little Village. Reportedly, this shelter will have 220 beds. Let me ask you a question. Will any of these beds be used to house American citizens who are homeless? If you are a resident of Chicago, you should ask that question to your local officials. Ask that question to your state officials. Will any of the beds, this new shelter that will have 220 beds, will any of these beds be used to house American citizens who are homeless? We know that there are many American citizens who are homeless, many who are at risk of homelessness, many American families who are struggling to make ends meet, many children living in poverty. And these are American citizens. Will any of these beds be used to house American citizens who are homeless? And what about that $160 million fund? Will any part of that $160 million fund be used to provide services to American citizens who are in need, who are struggling, who are homeless? Ask these questions to your local and state officials in Illinois. These are important questions. We have American citizens who are struggling, and then we have an influx of migrants. And Illinois liberal politicians are taking American taxpayer dollars and they are providing shelter, they are providing funding for the migrants, for the undocumented immigrants. My friends, thank you for continuing to watch my videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to my website, tausifanam.net. Share with me your thoughts. And once you're on my website, you can also check out my blog. You can check out my list of published opinions. You can also sign up for my e-newsletter. Thanks once again for watching this video. And I hope to be back again with more information, more updates, and more commentary. Thank you.